that which arises as the wanting to fight is waiting to, the key there is exactly to turn it around and meet it with tenderness. And it is like that because at the core of that rage, there is grief. So, like, I tend to, sometimes when pieces of information pass me, and there are some pieces which come in here and they kind of echo before they disappear on the other side. There's just information, and then there is that which echoes. And that which echoes through my being, I always know that there's something to it. What I just heard means something in the much larger picture, because that's what creates the echo. So back in time, when that echo would come, it would be connected with something that could arise as that fury of she in a way. But the thing is that fury of she isn't really a thing. The thing is that for that breath of her as that which is needed in the world, that foundation isn't built on fighting. So it's kind of like the moment that we step in with that rage, we are basically meeting things on that frequency where illusion is already happening. And that there is an even wiser, even deeper core to come and express itself, and not just through 1 or 10, but through everything. That the deeper that you breathe that compassion towards everything, the acceptance towards everything, and the more that you allow it all to be nothing, not by suppressing, closing it out, any of this, by letting it echo through you, and then letting it simply leave no other trace than the trace that it is to existence itself. And that happens through that softening. So to start with, there would be that. Then that became when something is being heard now, which has that kind of impact, the seeing is immediate in terms of what that impact is. The very echo of it just immediately is seen out into the deepest layers of existence. And then my eyes just go of the crying, of the tears, of the pain in that. And it's not personal. It's not like a personal reaction to it or anything like that. It's simply something like, how the control and the actions that we're doing in this time are basically causing beep, which is a heavy-hearted thing in itself. For instance, the first time I heard, and that was in the very beginning where the first vaccines were being given, how thousands of women had reported how their periods were completely out of whack. I heard that on the news, and the moment it came in, it echoed. And then there was just tears. And then that was over, but I knew, okay, something is being done right now that's going to be very hard to rectify. Then again, it appeared here a month ago, where basically now it's more or less clearly known that even very young girls who have had that vaccination are becoming sterile. So it's basically like, as humanity, we're cutting our own legs. We're making ourselves incapable of procreating. So, and again, when that came in, it echoed, and it was the same thing. It's kind of like, what are we doing right now, right? That's there. And just feeling the pain of that and being able to stay real, stay open, and stay seeing and feeling in that. That's what I see as the only way to keep on breathing, as that softness, which is that which needs to seep in through everything. I literally see that anything it meets where the fight against her is not reacted to. Anyone who appears, before me, like out at Nadi or riding or whatever, but anywhere where someone appears who is seemingly rejecting her, when that is met with the kindness of her, it's almost like their weapon is taken away. Simply because fight wasn't met with fight. So that is the real fight, you see? So that's what I'm saying, that there's a higher intelligence than the anger, than the fight that arises to battle something out. That the even deeper intelligence right there is the softening through as the non-objection, kind of like the water that just flows in over and washes the whole objection against away. But for that to come, it has to be allowed to roll through us, of course. Right? Makes sense? Yeah. So that tenderness that you're talking about, tenderness is a key. It's the key into that softening that basically sets, let's say, her as the weapon of pure softness, brutal softness. That melts anything it touches.